Well, how y'all are? It's your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range. Recently I did a video on the review of the Harrington Richardson 999 Sportsman 3rd generation. I don't know if you'll see that video before you see this video because, you know, I post every 3 days and I generally make a bunch of videos every week. So it's like, you know, I'm making a video almost every day. And I post videos every 3 days, so I stay like 15 videos ahead all the time. Anyway, I reviewed the H&R Sportsman revolver, and at the same time, I attempted to review the Norma TAC 22 ammunition. And I had some failures to fire with the 999 Sportsman. So I went back and shot the 999 Sportsman with 3 other kinds of 22 ammunition off camera and didn't have any failures to fire. So I went to the house to get me a can of dip because I was out over here and I was going to spend most of the afternoon over here. And then after we close the range, I'm going to be doing some range maintenance. So I want to go get me a can of dip. So anyway, I decided what I would do is I would re-review the Norma TAC 22 high performance target ammunition with some different guns. So here we are back making a video about the ammunition, trying to find a gun that it will work right in. With that in mind, the first gun I saw when I walked in the house was this guy, the old RG66 Western style revolver that I have a review on in my files back, I don't know, 5 months ago. And I generally keep it laying on top of the refrigerator by the back door, so if I see Wile E. Coyote out there digging moles in my backyard, I can fire him up with that shot shell and maybe he won't come back for a little while. So anyway, having said that, let's load this guy up with Norma, which is supposed to be a really good ammunition for centerfire rifles and handguns. Let's load this guy up with Norma again and see if we can get it to shoot all 6 rounds or all 12 rounds out of this guy. You know, I know this thing shoots straight and I know it works. All right, let's get some ear muffletation on here, some ear silencers on. I'm out of Dirty Bird targets, so I'm shooting at the label from the package of Dirty Birds. Well, let's see if we can get it to work. Okay. I shot all 6 of them. All right. All right, let's see. Get the failure to fire rounds to shoot. Now, you have to give 22 long rifle rimfire ammunition its due because, you know, the method that they use to prime this ammunition is basically they put the shell casings in a big block. It holds about 500 shell casings. Then they take and a trowel on priming compound wet and trowel it on it like icing a cake. And then they got a machine that comes around with a pin that pushes that priming compound down into the bottom of the case and squeezes it out into the rim. Then they wipe off the excess and then sit it in a dryer for it to dry. So there may still be a wet spot of ammunition, you know, wet spot of priming compound. There still may be any number of reasons why that guy doesn't shoot. And all of the ammunition manufacturers shoot 22s. They generally make it the same way. So, you know, the engineering problem is trying to get that priming compound consistently into that cartridge case. Okay? So some companies do it better than others. You know. Okay, so all 12 rounds that I have tried out of the box fired, including the 4 rounds that were previously duds. So, you know, are we accepting? Yeah, I'm saying so. You know, I just happened to hit the places on those rims that didn't have adequate amount of priming in them. And this problem is indicative to all rimfire ammunition. I don't care what it is. You know, it's 17s, 22 Magnums, WSMs, you know, even the old Canuck 32 and 25 Stevens and all those used to have the same problem. So, am I saying the Norma ammunition is good? I'm saying it's as good as anything else. I'm saying it costs about $2 a box. You know, Remington costs about $2 a box. So I'm like, you know. So anyway, that's a little test and on the Norma 22 TAC ammunition, and the failure to fire on a previous video has been made good now. All right then, folks. I'll see y'all. Like, take, share, commentate, and subscribe, and y'all have a blessed day now. See y'all.